Hello storytellers, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Lauren. I'm an actress, teacher and all-round storyteller. And today I'm going to do a review of the new Disney movie celebrating Disney's 100, Wish. So when we got back from our trip to Disneyland Paris, we got to go see Wish. Daniel came with me, we went to the O2 Cineworld. We have Cineworld cards, it's our closest one. And I've got really good opinions and some suggestions to make it better. So if you haven't seen Wish, the first part of this video is for you. If you have seen it, the second part will be for you. So this is the non-spoiler part before we go into the spoiler part. The movie Wish is about a young girl who is making a wish, the wishing star. There's a villain who is got control of the wishes. And that's the short version. Here's the bit where you're going to potentially get some spoilers. So there are so many references to Disney lore and other Disney characters and like how it fits in with the magic and the wishes and how often they use the music, like when you wish upon a star, which become like associated with Disneyland and the castle and Walt. That, like the nostalgia of what they put into it, was the best bit by far. I loved all these little nods to so-and-so being this character and this character and this character and this character, and finding out that our lead character is potentially the fairy godmother when she was a teenager is incredible. That being said, I feel like the story was rushed and the characters weren't fully developed. It felt like there was very much this need to be like Disney 100, let's throw every info, message, sign, hidden Mickey into it as we could, and actually the story is really basic. So the lead character, whose name I have off the top of my head now forgotten, I'll insert a picture of her here with her name. Her character sort of does become the most developed out of the lot because she is the lead and makes the most sense. I feel like she could have seen some more trials and tribulations. It felt like everything was somewhat easy and handed to her on a plate. The main villain, who again I'll insert his picture and his name here, he's the one I've got the most issues with. Now, I said to Dan, I kind of feel like we needed more of a backstory as to why he behaves in certain ways. Like, one person questions him and what he does, and he loses it and uses dark magic. What made him become that kind of person? And in the story, he makes reference to, I do this so we don't go back to what it was like when I was a kid, and it points to this tapestry, it's like burnt at the bottom. And he talks about how he lost his family. But we never know how or why. And I get they might be setting that up maybe for like a sequel or a prequel or something like that, but it meant that every decision he made didn't sit well. Like, one person questioned him and he turns to dark magic. One person gets the townspeople to start asking questions and he flips out. We need a bit more backstory to understand why he has such a short temper, or maybe we just needed to see a bit more of him having a short temper from the beginning. His character felt like it was the least developed. Kind of like, oh, we've made this character and she's going to be all these references, we're going to have all these references. Oh wait, we need a villain. Now we'll do that. It felt very, very rushed. The story itself, like I said, it was somewhat basic, and I feel like the way in which the outcome at the end happens, where everything's right as rain and the villain gets locked away. Again, I don't know if that's how I would have done it. So at the end of the film, when it looks like the villain is going to win and he's absorbed the wishing star and he's going to use all this magic, Asher starts to sing a song she sung earlier in the film, and the crowd below her starts singing it with her. And it's that idea of, through their singing, again relating to the whole idea of wishing upon a star, and them all wishing and wishing and wishing, that they actually manage to bring the star back from his magic staff, and he then gets absorbed into the magic staff himself, and that they use the magic of wishing. Again, really lovely, but like, could there not have been more? I sing a song and I beat this really powerful villain. I think we've gone beyond that now, Disney. We need more than that. Dan suggested that it would have been better and made more sense if maybe she had started to develop her magic with him. So he starts teaching her magic and then she starts to find out about the wishes. It felt like it rushed into it very quickly. So again, just a little segment of him showing her how to use a magic, and she's starting to develop some powers, and he's like, damn, you're actually quite good at this. And then everything happens, and then maybe her trying to use her magic against him. You know, the sorcerer and the apprentice. Again, reference to Sorcerer Mickey, because he is an apprentice to a sorcerer. You know, there's different ways it could have gone down. Overall, I love the film. I will 100% be watching it again. The characters are adorable. There are some moments in there that are like so simple but so funny. The wishing star is adorable. I feel like they could have made a little bit more with the goat. It kind of feels like they've done the same as what they did in Moana, where Hey Hey very much became the comedy pet they took with her. And it's like, but what about Pua? Like, she has this whole pig that you've made and is now not in the film. It just felt like maybe they could have used the goat a bit more. Out of 5 stars, I give it a 4. It is still a really good, warming, sentimental film about love and friendship and wishing and family, but there's just plot points that I don't think work, which is why it's not a 5 out of 5. Do I recommend you watching it? Absolutely. It's not the worst film in the world, but I do think Disney are struggling for ideas. Think about it. The Disney 100 film makes sense because it's celebrating the Disney 100 wish, being about references to other Disney movies. But every other film we're getting from Disney at the moment is a remake or a rehash of something they've done before, or a sequel. And I'm like, where are your original ideas? I kind of feel like Walt Disney are in a dip of creativity again, similar to what they had just after Walt died. It feels like they have no direction and creativity to make their own ideas and stories at the moment. Like, the entirety of Wish is based on the ideas of what has come before them. We're getting remake after remake of classic stories, and don't get me wrong, some of the remakes are really good, and it's giving some of the underdeveloped characters a chance to shine. Like, okay, Beauty and the Beast is not the best example, but the whole song Evermore, where the Beast actually gets to sing about how he longs for Belle, but fully accepts that she needs to be free. Aladdin, looking at Jasmine's song, again, it gives us more empowerment of who that character is. Little Mermaid, we've got Prince Eric who sings about this girl he saw on the beach. We actually start to understand that he does like her and he's longing for her, which we don't get in the original animation. So yeah, okay, that works great. But these are all films we've seen and we know the story of, and it feels like it's kind of an easy, take the script, give it to actors, add an extra song, off we go. Disney need to start making some more original stuff. Period. But yeah, that being said, I highly recommend you watching the movie. I'm definitely going to go back and watch it as soon as it's on Disney Plus, which I'm hoping will be soon, because, you know, we're in the new year now, Disney. It's been out a while. It is a sweet, sweet film. But I do think this needs to be the moment where Disney start to turn around and make more original content. I'm not a Disney creative, so I don't have ideas for content. Although if I really sit and brainstorm, I could probably come up with something. But it does feel like we need to start seeing newer content and less relying on what came before them and Walt's ideas. We need to see the Disney magic with new ideas. That's my personal opinion. What is yours? Did you like the film? Do you agree with me that there are some plot points that maybe need expanding? Do you agree with me that there's some characters that maybe need developing? Or did you think it was a well-rounded, best of the best, high-quality Disney film? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.